President and Mrs. Lincoln were invited to attend a performance of the play Our American Cousin. They asked General and Mrs. Grant to attend with them. The Grants planned to attend, but at the last minute, they decided to go to Philadelphia. The Lincoln's son Robert also declined, saying he was too tired to go. Then they invited Major Henry Reed Rathbone and his fiancée Clara Harris to sit in their box. Lincoln's mood had changed from elation to depression. The night of the performance, he told his bodyguard that he believed he would be assassinated. Sometime after 10 o'clock, a 26-year-old actor named John Wilkes Booth entered the theater and went to Lincoln's box. The guard who was to protect the president had taken a seat in the theater to watch the play. Booth entered the president's box, drew his pistol, and fired just behind the president's head. The bullet struck him behind the left ear and went through his brain. Rathbone struggled with Booth, but Booth leaped from the box, catching his spur. He broke his leg in the fall, but was able to hobble away. As he left, Booth screamed to the crowd, "Sic semper tyrannis," which means, "thus ever to tyrants," and is the motto of the state of Virginia. Before the audience realized what had happened, he escaped. Lincoln died the following morning, the 15th of April, at 7:22. Lincoln's assassination had been planned months in advance. Booth and his co-conspirators also planned to assassinate General Grant and Secretary Seward at the same time. All the conspirators were apprehended. It took 12 days to capture Booth and another accomplice, David Harold, who had been hidden by Confederate sympathizers. Secretary Stanton had given orders that Booth was to be brought back alive. Sergeant Boston Corbett was so overcome with emotion when he spotted Booth, he shot him. Booth's last words were, "Tell my mother I died for my country and I did what I thought was best." There were 8 conspirators who were tried by a military commission. David Harold, George Atzerodt, Louis Payne, and Mary Surratt were hanged. The commission voted life imprisonment for Dr. Samuel Mudd, Samuel Arnold, Michael O'Laughlin, and 6 years of hard labor for Edmund Spangler. Lincoln was the first American president to be assassinated. Washington mourned the president for almost a full week before the funeral train left on its slow journey back to Lincoln's home in Springfield. Mourners lined the railroad tracks at all hours of the day to get a glimpse of the train that carried their beloved president, the man who had addressed an Indiana regiment on March 17, 1865, and said, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations."